2023 National Secondary Schools Rugby League Championships for 2023, and now we move to the Girls Championship for this first match between the Whanau Anoa and Te Oraka Kairanga. This is Tokoroa High School against Kaiapoi High School. Kaiapoi in the blue and Tokoroa in the green and the yellow. First match of the tournament for these two sides. We've already had two games played in the earlier day, and Auckland Girls Grammar School 30 points to 0 over St Mary's, and we've had the Takura School from Kaiapoi playing Southern Cross, with Southern Cross winning that game by 26 points to 4. Some pretty decent teams here. Auckland Girls Grammar, Manurewa are here, Macaulay High School have been all good teams in the past few years. 8 teams going for National Championship in 2023, and reminding you 38 teams are here this year, up from 21 last year, so fantastic growth, almost double the amount of teams. So well done to all concerned to get as many teams as we have for this year's titles, which is awesome. So yeah, good to see Tokoroa and Kaiapoi have teams here this year. Kaiapoi, of course, from Canterbury. Tokoroa making the trip up from Waikato. So Kaiapoi to kick off.
Behind.
Good to have some girls action here on Bruce Pulman Park number 1 here. Beautiful day continues here in Takanini in South Auckland. Hope you're enjoying all the coverage with this girls game underway. 20-minute halves. And straight away, Tokoroa made an error, but it's been ruled to have gone backwards, so it's play on.
Play on!
So,
together!
still,
Hold!
Raylene Mwonga, it is, trying desperately to move forward for Tokoroa. And here's a good run into the line from Smalley Hutch, but she's lost the ball backwards, so it's play on. Bysart was with a good tackle. Didn't get held, though, that Tokoroa player. So, Tokoroa making a good start here. Making inroads nicely here. Tokoroa. Tui Te Awa. Pata at dummy half. Great hands coming in here from Smalley Hutch again. Down to the 10. Come Tokoroa, making a great start to this game here. Mwonga, the kick didn't quite through the defence, and Kaiapoi hang on here. And they are going to survive the early onslaught that Tokoroa have given them. Marama Rupene going nowhere. She's still pinned inside her 10-metre line. It's fed to Marama Rupene. Some tough metres required now for Kaiapoi. Tokoroa look like they're keen. They've been very good with the ball so far, and they're eager in defence too, to really put the Canterbury School, keep them pinned inside their own half. Only 2 tackles left in the set now. Work up a play here on this 5th tackle, but the tackling is excellent there on Bergman, but there's the penalty. Well, that's unfortunate. Right near the end of the set too. And Kaiapoi, much needed penalty here for Kahurangi Bergman. Again, not much in that really, but Kaiapoi will be very grateful that they got that. So no score in the first 3 minutes. All important first game for both teams of this year's championships. We have one more game to come in this session. It's at 2 o'clock between Southern Cross and Rotorua Boys. Both teams in the Boys Premiership for 2023. It will be their second game of the day. Kaiapoi with their hands on the ball now, and this is Madison Dysart with that carry. Limping away from dummy half Marama Rupeni, but again, the tackling from Tokoroa has been very solid. Taylor Gillett that time. A good hard tackle. That's a good direct run. I like that play from Berkman. Slow play the ball. Sissy Kefu at dummy half. It's gone backwards off Edwards rear. A little untidy for Kaiapoi.
No 10, it's 4. Hold, 12 not square.
Let's see what they can cook up here on the fifth play.
Tackle. Give a rope, Simmons.
Last play now for Kaiapoi. These two teams are very well coached, but they couldn't get to their kick there, could they? And that was Utana Tahana. It's going to hand over possession there for the Whanau Anoa Tokoroa High School. These two teams look very evenly matched, don't they? Very little separating the way they've played their set so far.
No 12. Hold.
Adams playing it for Tokoroa. Again, direct running over the halfway line. That's a good burst by Taylor Gillett. Gillett wanting to get to her feet quickly to play it. For Pupata. Oh. Smalley Hutch again. The Arby Smalley Hutch. Looks like she's got some really good talent. The number 12. Oh, has that gone forward? The referee says no. Tokoroa still have the ball. 2 plays left in the set. There goes the kick on the 5th. Chase back is important here. Desperation is brilliant from Tokoroa. And it looks like the try is going to be awarded. And it's Sadie Pupata who has got it. Well, that was pure commitment from her. That got her the 4 points. Just a little sluggish going back there was the number 2 for Kaiapoi. Romero Salkuru, and 4 points for great endeavour for Sadie Pupata for Tokoroa. Oh, you never give up. Never stop chasing. It's a great effort from Sadie Pupata. To earn her team the first 4 points of the contest. So here's the conversion tent coming up from Raylene Monga.
Unsuccessful.
So it's still 4 points to 0. It feels like this is going to be a competitive, closely fought game. Love this play here from Sadie Pupata.
The halfway line here.
Look at her chasing through there. Excellent commitment. And there we are, rewarded with a try. Tremendous effort. Tokoroa leading Kaiapoi by 4 points to 0. I hope you're enjoying the coverage here. National Secondary Schools Championships, the girls in action. Game number 1 for Tokoroa and for Kaiapoi. And it's that Smalley Hutch again who's proving very difficult to tackle. No, that time it was Paige Kohere, who unfortunately just ran out of real estate on that right-hand side of the field. So it's going to be Kaiapoi possession, full set, inside Tokoroa's half.
See Marcus Green. Don't get closer, please. 7, 11 off side, though. 12. Right,
Oh, big chance here for Kaiapoi to
zero tackle.
lock things up here with a full set inside the half, and that was a close call there for Rita Ray Marsh. Juggle. But she hung on nicely in the end, but only just. Waldron's taken comfortably that time. Again, good key defence coming in from Pupata. Maxwell bouncing out of tackles. Good run by Avalia Maxwell. Edwards Rea offloads the ball to Hutana Tahana, and that's gone backwards. Oh, it's a penalty, in fact, to the ref from the referee.
Got involved in the play. The mark's up here, ladies. Yeah, when you're ready.
Players not square at marker. Pardon here, Hutana Tahana getting the penalty there is Maxwell again, proving difficult to tackle.
Sorry, ladies. The tackle was...
And Tokoroa are going to get the penalty.
No, back here. What are you doing? You're tackling or going for the sideline? You can tackle. Okay. Thanks, Joey. On the 40-metre line, ladies. Yep.
Tokoroa not in any great haste.
Wait for the tip, don't go early. When you're ready, Gray. Let's go, Gray. Go. Back on the 40, please. Blue. Yep, go. Kids, I'll make the next tackle.
So, finally back into the thick of the action. This is Kara Tahere.
Give a rope, Simon.
Popata waits at dummy half again. Well, the tackling's been keen and committed so far from Kaiapoi, and they've had to make plenty of those tackles. That's Shane Thompson with that carry for Tokoroa. Popata continues at dummy half. It's a nice little inside play. Cup in here. Tereu. It is over the right near the 40 now, and that's been dropped unfortunately by Tui Ta'awa. And it's going to be Kaiapoi possession. It's a shame. Tokoroa had a good roll on there. Momentum was in their favour. It worked hard to create it too. But unfortunately, a little unforced there from Tui Ta'awa. So, Kaiapoi got the scrum. 8 minutes to play in this first half. Shiloh Sisikefu with the ball to feed the scrum. And here's Maxwell again. Good drive from her again. That's her third or fourth good run of the game. Proving tough to tackle. Another error this time by Marsh for Kaiapoi, and Tokoroa now get an opportunity. Just a handling letting these two teams down at the moment. So hope they can tidy that up for the rest of this contest. Oh, clean through the gap goes to Awa. Looks for that offload as well. That's good play from her. Oh, some fancy footwork by Kohere. And they're down to the 20. Excellent play by Tokoroa. Very keen for one more score in this first half to really power them into a good half-time lead. Smalley Hutch down to the 10. Popata already got one try. Looking for a second. And Smalley Hutch has scored the try. Well, she's been a damaging runner for Tokoroa. And she is rewarded with her first try of the tournament, the Arby Smalley Hutch. It is 8 points to 0. And Tokoroa's execution in that set was spot on. Some good runs by Ta'awa and by Pupata, and Kaiapoi not able to defend it close to their line. Tokoroa 2 tries to 0 now in the game.
Seven, you move it closer. You move it slightly to your right. Yep. Where your trainer pad, put it a little. Thank you.
So conversion attempt coming up here for Tokoroa as they look to clear by 10 points. The railing Monga, he's got a very deliberate kicking style. And she goals that one, so 10 points to 0. Good stuff from Monga. And Tokoroa looking good over Kaiapoi, closing in on half-time in this Girls' Championship match. We'll be here for action on both the remaining 2 days of the NZRL Secondary Schools Championships. As we roll through towards the climax of the competitions on Sunday. Kaiapoi kicking off again.
Went backwards, play on.
Tokoroa through Sarsfield.
Together.
Hasn't seen too much action in the game, Alexa Sarsfield so far.
Teams on me, the next tackle, 7. There's 2-7, you're offside. On now, hold.
Dysart, good tackle. She made that big rampaging run for Kaiapoi earlier. It's really the only time we've seen her. Throwing herself into the action nicely there. Reti tip in there.
Go, that's 3, ladies.
And goes on with it too. That was good showmanship. Now Te make that big bust up the middle before.
No, 21.
Work from Tui to Awa.
It's 4.
Good hands. Tokoroa inside the 30 now. And it's the last play now for Tokoroa. Adams it was with that one. Monga. There goes the kick from her. Play on's the call, and it's just lost forward there by Thompson. Hard up there for Thompson. Just a slightly awkward bounce there. Good kick from Monga.
Two markers. Get in closer, please.
There was no knock on there. Came off the legs and then there's the first knock on by Thompson. So Kaiapoi with not much field position to work with for most of this first half. There's that little nudge forward. Well, it started off well in this game for Kaiapoi, but just little errors like this have started to bother them. Right there. And this gives Tokoroa a big chance now with a full set on the 20 pretty much. Right in centre field.
Yeah, when you're ready, Tokoroa.
Monga. Now Te Awa. Just take the tackle to Te Awa. Not using Sarsfield on this occasion. Monga. Try line's just a couple of metres away now. Pupata chasing through again. And I think she's got it. Her second try. And again, great determination from Sadie Pupata. Gets 4 more points for her team. It's 14-0. Kaiapoi not able to deal with that there, that awkwardly bouncing ball, and Pupata off her kick. Chases through really well again. And this is Tokoroa's game, isn't it? Looks pretty comfortable moment for them. 14 points to 0.
Don't take your time confusing, mate.
Kaiapoi have got a lot of work to do to get back into this contest now. So there goes the kick from Wonga. Got that last one, but hasn't got the gas for this one. So that's going to do it for the first half. And it's a very good half of rugby league there for Tokoroa, who lead at halftime in this girls' championship match by 14 points to 0.
It's an absolute feast.
Kia ora. Let's get you ready to go out there and have an epic rugby league game. But first things first, let's have a A simple warm-up is a game changer. Not only will it improve your performance, but it will reduce the chances of you getting an injury. And if you want to skip the sore muscles, don't skip the cool down. Now, tackling is a big part of the game, so don't cheat on the technique. A good tackle technique will help keep everyone safe. Collisions happen all the time, so it's important to know how to spot a concussion and what to do if it happens to you or a teammate. Sweet as, have a then go get into it.
At Pertec, we understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec will keep you operating. Well, I hope you're enjoying coverage here of the NZRL Secondary Schools Tournament for 2023.
And we're at half-time in this Girls' Championship match. Tokoroa High School up against Kaiapoi High School. It's Stefano Anoa up against the Oraka Tairangi. And it is 14 points to nil. Papata with 2 tries. Smalley Hutch with the other one for Tokoroa. One of them converted by Monga. And Papata's been a real star of the game. The lively number 9. Here she is. Kick and chase here. And just pure determination. Get to the score. Racing up. Super fast. That got the first try for Tokoroa. And her second try was very similar, in fact, which we'll get to in just a moment if we have time. But here's the second try. Simple crash over from Smalley Hutch here, the number 12. Earlier in that movement, we saw a great break made by the number 6, Tui Ta'awa. So that was the try that was converted. Now here's Papata again, the number 9. So kick and chase a bit further out than that one, but still again, she finds her way through. Look at her determination, scoot around and get there before the Kaiapoi player. 14 points to nil, so well executed. And Kaiapoi started off pretty well, but unfortunately for them, defensively they've just been not quite there in the last 10 minutes of that first half. But tighten that up, execute like they were earlier in the match, and who knows, they could easily mount a comeback in this contest. Just reminding you too that at 2 o'clock this afternoon we'll have our 4th and final game today between Southern Cross and Rotorua Boys in the Boys Premiership. Both teams have played one game today already and were both defeated in those games. Southern Cross lost to De La Salle, the defending champions, 22 points to 12, and Rotorua beaten by Manurewa 28 points to 6. So we'll see them in action in that Group A match coming up at 2 o'clock this afternoon. But we've still got 20 minutes of this game to enjoy as Tokoroa restart play. Cheeky little short kick off too, but it bounces up nicely for Maxwell, who's been one of the better players in the Kaiapoi team. Her ball running's been spectacular in the game so far.
15, crowding to play the ball. How many play the ball? Yes, hit. Go.
Penalty goes against Reti Tipene, and Maxwell straight into the thick of it again.
No, three. Hold. Go, that's one.
Sisi Kefu continues at dummy half. That's gone backwards, I think. No, referee says it's bounced forwards initially. That's disappointing for Kaiapoi again there. Not putting themselves in position to really do something meaningful with the ball when there are errors like that being made. That one from Bishop. In fact, it might have been actually Mediana Morgan who dropped that one. Kaiapoi can just tidy up those aspects of their play. They look like they've got the armoury to actually worry Tokoroa a bit. And there's a mistake this time, 2 errors in fact there. Well, Kaiapoi happy, they celebrate. Again, going to give them the opportunity. Tokoroa not able to look after the ball securely there. It's just a good solid contact made by Salkudu, I think it might have been for Kaiapoi.
Yep, let's go, ladies.
Kaiapoi get another chance inside Tokoroa's half. And there's plenty of front foot running ball here for Kaiapoi to really fire up through Salkudu.
Go, that's one.
Daisada was at dummy half.
Let's go, move together. Move 13. Hold. Go.
Salkudu.
Play on.
Now Tahana still there for Kaiapoi. Down to the 10 they go now. Salkudu again. Handles for the second time. And referee's going to give another penalty to Kaiapoi.
It's a tap. Go.
Kaiapoi continues. Sisakefu again going nowhere.
Play on.
Oh, there's a late offload.
Play on.
Referee sees Hutana Tahana didn't knock it on, so it's play on.
It's one.
Sisakefu at dummy half. And now here is Dysart.
There's two try line. Hold. Go.
Well, big chance now for Kaiapoi. They haven't been down in this end of the field for a long time. Robson playing the ball now. Will dive from dummy half. That player is forced it just short. Sisakefu. Robson. Good defence from Tokoroa. Last play now for Kaiapoi. Don't have any chance. They've got to get back right now. And it's caught on the end goal. It's back to the 20 for a 7 tackle set. Well defended by Tokoroa. It's good work by their team. And they keep their opponents to nil. 4 minutes into the second half. And now they're looking to create some of their own action as they bring the ball out from their own 20-metre line. Well, that's gone forward. Penalty, though, for Tokoroa.
County green ball. You can't back up 10 minutes. 2 ladies. Big 10 ladies. Nice up here.
It just looked like a simple drop ball there for Tokoroa.
Go. Thank you.
Tokoroa back in Kaiapoi's half. No change to that halftime score. Still 14-0. Te Awa with her hands on the ball. She's on the 40 now in Kaiapoi territory. Monga plays the ball. Now Popata. Lovely little play back on the inside. The big legs are charging and pumping now, aren't they? And the late offload. Well, still alive for Tokoroa.
Up and square. There's 4.
Sasha Popata it is, wearing the 13. Sadie Popata nips away from dummy half again. This time she's hit hard. That's a very good tackle coming in there from Saukuru for Kaiapoi. Last play now for Tokoroa. There goes the kick from Monga. It's awkward. And it's, I think it's going to be a penalty coming up for Tokoroa, in fact.
Green ball. Nice to here, late. Find amongst yourself first. Well, you got no second rod. Green half, nice play, please. Nice play, please.
Knock on ruled, and it's going to be Tokoroa's ball. Raylene Monga to feed it. Going on the left. Here's Te Awa. 5 metres out. Good tackle coming in from Edwards Rea. Here's a charge at the line. Well, that's a try-saving tackle on Sarsfield. The referee's picked up another little infringement. It's going to be a blue scrum.
What? Green player trying to make a penalty. On your touch, he's green. Green on your touch.
Still 3 tries to nil. Papata with the double. Sadie Papata with both tries. Smalley Hutch is the other try scorer. Well, it's been lost. And unfortunately, you can see why Kaiapoi want to spin the ball. They're down 14 and they've got to try a few things with only 12 minutes to play. So 10 out of 10 for their endeavour. That's a good spot tackle. You've got to give credit there for Lynetta Rose Misa. Came off her wing, made a good decision to just unsettle that Kaiapoi player, and it worked. So well done to her. Te Awa to feed the scrum. Now Monga. And for fullback Tahere. A tackle from Dysart for Kaiapoi, but they're keeping it on that short side. And away goes Papata again. And that looks like another try to Tokoroa. And it is. It looks like Mani Tefiu has gone over to score it. The diminutive winger. And it's well worked and well executed for Tokoroa. Love the play here of Sadie Papata again. And that was well finished by Tefiu to go over. And that's 4th try of the contest for Tokoroa. And they really are starting to look comfortable on the scoreboard with that first try of the second half. It's 18-0. Tough conversion attempt coming up here. But Tokoroa at least have got some breathing space here. Yeah, comfortable looking scoreboard, isn't it, for Te Whanau Anoa against Te Oraka Kairangi. Here comes the conversion attempt here. Tough one for Monga. 1 from 3 so far in the game.
Unsuccessful.
So 18-0 the score remains. Tokoroa's first game of these championships. Looking good for them at the moment. Really good finish from Mani Tefiu. We haven't seen too much of her in the game. Hasn't been a game where the wingers have been involved too much, but there's a bit of traffic over there that she had to get around and through. Popular try as we see her teammates celebrate. Kaiapoi. Kaiapoi trying again. Oh, it's gone to 10. Beautiful kickoff. Only just went to 10, didn't it? As Bergman powers downfield. Excellent play by Kaiapoi. Throwing herself into the line nicely is Morgan. 8 metres out. They are really on the boil here. And Maxwell's just short. Sisakefu is there and scoring the try. And well done to Kaiapoi. Came from a brilliant kickoff.
Time off and good player.
Sisakefu looks like she's copped a knock whilst scoring the try. But what a great kickoff that was. And Maxwell set it all up close to the post. And big gap there for Sisakefu. Even though she got hurt there and planting the ball. She has the try for Kaiapoi, which gets them on the board. But there's concern for her after that one. hopefully she's okay, Sister Kefin. That won't be the last. That won't be the last of the action we'll see from her. It's been a live wire dummy half in this game. There's that kickoff again. It's beautifully gathered from Kahurangi Bergman, who really did power away upfield. It was really good work from her. So still concern over Sisikefu. He's still receiving attention. Slightly concerning is that she's not moved since scoring the try. So while this pause and play, just a reminder of the two games that we've had earlier here on field number 1 today. We had St Thomas and Christchurch beating Kelston in that boys premiership match by 26-6. And already beating Hayata 26 points to 14 in the championship match. So taking the conversion here for Kaiapoi is Michaela Glassie, and she makes no mistake. So 18-6. Glassie with that goal. So Kaiapoi give themselves a glimmer of hope in this contest. Time is going to be against them though, with only 7.5 to play. They've got to score 2 converted tries to lock the game up, of course. Tokoroa really can seal victory, you'd think, with one more try. That will really make the game beyond doubt. And to this point, they've certainly been the better of the two teams. But there is some talent in this Kaiapoi team. As we saw.
And to play this tackle 1, ladies.
Well, they won't be pleased if Maxwell can't stay on the field. She's been one of their better players in the game. Leah Maxwell.
Wait.
Looks like she might have just collided with her teammate there, but she's okay. She is hobbling though. Oh, intercepted! And that's a hat-trick for Sadie Popata. Wow, brilliant try from her. And that's 3 in the game, and she's looked great all the way through.
No, you cannot drop kick it. Sorry.
She's got some very good instincts, hasn't she? She is right there. Almost knew, had a sixth sense that the pass was going to be thrown, and that really should make the game safe. Seal victory for Tokoroa High School. But 3 tries in the first half, or in the game rather, for Sadie Popata. Now Monga with a much easier conversion attempt this time to get that margin back to 18 points. Which he has done. So 24 points to 6. Tokoroa looking comfortable again in this match. Here's that play again. Good line speed from the Tokoroa defence. See a good half a dozen players up there. Saukuru, of course, knows she has to try something with the scoreboard pressure. against Kaiapoi, and unfortunately that's what can happen sometimes if you pull the trigger at the wrong time. So just under 5 to play. 5 tries to 1 now. And Sadie Papata, what a day out for her. 3 tries. Smalley Hutch and Tefew have the other tries in the game. No short kick off this time as Tokoroa. Tidy up here through Kapene Te Reo. Good to see them spinning it. There's no knock on, so play on here. Play on. And here goes Tiawa with another big run. The 5'8", having a fine game. And now throwing herself into the line is Smalley Hutch again. Got a try in the first half. Adams at dummy half this time. Sasha Kupata flicks it back on the inside to Zoe Fraser. He's out there now wearing 18. Smalley Hutch again. She's down to the 20. Is that offload again? Oh, big power play right there. Briley Adams. Good run from her. Or was it Fraser? Anyway, there's the kick from Monga. It's a bit awkward, that one. Didn't get the connection she was looking for, and the Kaiapoi team are able to tidy it up. It's a messy, and unfortunately it's been knocked on there by Morgan. Tough pass for her to take. It was behind her. Accuracy of the pass right there. Wasn't really thrown in front of Morgan. So a big chance here for Tokoroa to score one more try to ice this game.
Yeah, let's go. Wind in. Yeah.
Oh, Tokoroa love to score from a set play. See if they can hash it up here. Monga. And for throwback comes Tahari. Oh, she's hit hard here, Tahiri. And 5 metres out. Te Awa at dummy half. Tuita Awa.
It's okay.
She's 2 metres out. Monga tries to drive over. And I think she might be over the line. Did she score it? In fact, she's been driven back into the field of play. She was in short. Dive from dummy half. And that's held up.
Throw him off. Tackle 4. Green, bring it out to the 10 metre line. 2 markers,
still going to be Tokoroa ball.
Play the ball. Play that got held up over the line. Yep. Wait for my whistle though. 2 markers, grey, blue.
A good drive for the line there from Parauda. Where's Monga really trying to get those legs pumping. Last play now for the Tokoroa team. There's a little dab at the line by Reti Tipene, and she is short. She was desperate to score the try, the interchange player. And the last minute, Kaiapoi's all-round execution in this contest has been very good. Hence the scoreline that we've got. Kaiapoi, well, they haven't lacked endeavour or effort. They've just been chasing the game pretty much. Remember, they were down 14-0 at half-time, so they had to try something in the second half to get back into the contest. And they couldn't get enough done as Tokoroa close out a comfortable victory here to start their New Zealand Secondary Schools Championship campaign, and they have won this Group A clash in the Girls Championship comfortably, scoring 5 tries to 1. Sadie Popata, the hooker, 3 tries to her. Smalley Hutch and Te Whiu getting the other scores for Tokoroa. They win this game by 24 points to 6. So next up, our last game of the day for you, and we're back to the Boys Premiership at 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's about 10 minutes. Southern Cross to play Rotorua Boys.